Last week we saw a lot of cool events, an Ultra Unlock Raid Day, a Hatch Day, a Shiny Debut, a brand new Pokemon, and more. So how do we possibly follow that up? Let's strap in and find out. Starting on Monday, August 11th at 10 a.m. local time and going to be running until Monday, August 18th, will be the return of Ho-Oh to 5-star raids. So one Gen 2 box art legendary is going to make way for another. From raids, Ho-Oh has a max catch CP of 2207 non-weather boosted, and in sunny or windy conditions, its max catch CP escalates up to 2759. Now, Ho-Oh is a dual fire and flying type Pokemon, as you know, so you're going to want to bring in your best rock type Pokemon. Some of the best counters are going to be Mega Diancie, Mega Tyranitar, and Mega Aerodactyl. Well, technically Diancie and Tyranitar are harder hitters. I'd actually recommend going into battle with Mega Aerodactyl because it does have very strong rock type moves, but it also shares a type with Ho-Oh, so you're actually going to get more candies when you catch the Pokemon. Some non-Mega options include Shadow Rhyperior, Shadow Tyrantrum, Shadow Rhyperior, and Shadow Tyranitar. Their non-Shadow counterparts are also really solid options, but they will deal 20% less damage. Last week we talked about the viability of the Pokemon Silver mascot, so let's see how well the Pokemon Gold mascot holds up in the meta. With a max CP of 4367, one would think Ho-Oh would just be an absolute beast as a raid attacker. However, it's just okay. It ranks 45th as a fire type, being outclassed by things like Darmanitan, Emboar, and Chandelure. Heck, even Mega Lucario, who doesn't even have a fast type attack, ranks higher. However, Ho-Oh is a bit better as a flying type where it ranks 39th, but at that point it then falls into the same tier as Lugia from last week, having a comparable DPS as Bombardier, Unpheasant, and Vigavolt. Shadow Ho-Oh, on the other hand, is just a beast, ranking 16th as a fire type and 24th as a flying type. So if you participated in Shadow Ho-Oh raids in the past and you have a really good one you want to power up and max out, Ho-Oh isn't a bad option to raid just for the sake of getting necessary candies. And like its silver counterpart, where it really shines is actually going to be in PvP. It ranks an incredible 21st in all of Master League as a non-Shadow and 23rd as a Shadow Pokemon. And your best moves in PvP would be Incinerate, Brave Bird, and Sacred Fire, which is a legacy move. So if you don't have that move already, use an Elite Charge TM to make sure you have it on your Ho-Oh. So in short, yeah, Ho-Oh is definitely worth raiding. If you play a lot of PvP or you have a really good Shadow Ho-Oh that you're still trying to max out to bring to raid. So honestly, this is a raid boss that I would say is worth the grind. And alongside Ho-Oh, Mega Slowbro, not trying to rhyme it, will be returning to 4-star raids, taking the place of Mega Ampharos from this past week. With a max CP of 4245, it ranks 36th as a water type and 28th as a psychic type. It's not going to be really the best option for either type, but it is a decent budget-friendly option nonetheless. It's going to be weak to Bug, Dark, Electric, Ghost, and Grass moves, and will have a max catch CP of 1454 non-weather boosted or 1817 in windy or rainy conditions. To take down a Mega Slowbro, your best counters will be Dawnwing's Necrozma, Mega Sceptile, Mega Gengar, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Absol, Shadow Tyranitar, and Regieleki. Also on Monday at 6 p.m. will be Dynamax Trubbish during Max Monday. Every Monday from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m., the featured Pokemon will be taking over power spots, and you guys know me, I'm not a huge Dynamax fan, but I will still grind out a few of them as Trubbish is a great Pokemon to catch just for the boosted Stardust gains alone. I'm not really sure of its relevance as a Dynamax Pokemon long term, but I assume it will be useful just by attrition since there aren't a whole lot of poison options available yet, and grass Pokemon are pretty common in max battles. So it probably has some utility as a pure poison type just for the time being. And the most important thing happening Monday is the Team Go Rocket Takeover event. The event starts at 10 a.m. local time, Monday 11th, and it'll be running through until 8 p.m. local time on August 17th. So you're actually getting almost a full week of a Rocket Takeover. There have been times in the past where it lasted like 4 or 5 days, but we're getting almost an entire week of Team Go Rocket Takeover, which is absolutely huge. Giovanni returns, and this time is bringing Shadow Giratina to the fight, meaning for the first time ever in Pokemon Go, Shadow Giratina will be available. Now, I know a lot of times you get rocked on those IVs, but don't worry, chances are Shadow Giratina will actually return in 5-star Shadow raids, maybe in a year or two from now. So even if you get a crappy one, you're still going to get, you could probably start getting your hands on a good one. And at that point, it would be shiny eligible too. Now, non-shadowed altered form Giratina, as it stands right now, ranks 34th as a ghost type and 82nd as a dragon type in raids. Now, I'm sure the shadow version is actually going to rank up a little bit higher and probably knock the regular version down a few pegs, simply for the fact it's going to have a 20% boost of damage due to the fact it is a shadow. However, Giratina is a machine in PvP, ranking 12th and 45th in Ultra and Master League respectively. Now, typically Shadow versions rank slightly lower to the 20% defensive buff that Shadow Pokemon get, but I don't anticipate a massive drop off in ranking. As always with these rocket events, grunts and leers will be loitering around Pokestops a lot more often, and their balloons will be showing up every 3 hours instead of every 6 hours like they normally do during non-event times. In addition, leaders will be getting a new lineup, which at this time, I don't have that information, but once that information becomes available, I will probably be posting shorts showing what they have and what counters I would recommend using against them. Another bonus during this event, 12-kilometer eggs, one of the most expensive things to grind a game. They're getting actually a minor shakeup, as Shiny Salandit will be available to hatch. Not overall the most useful Pokemon, but it's still an incredible shiny, one of my personal favorites in all the franchise. And knowing my luck, my first Shundo hatch will be a male Salandit that can't evolve. And never mind the new lines for leaders, never mind the Shadow Giratina, the most important thing that's happening during this event is this comes around just a few times a year, is the ability to TM frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon. Personally, if there are Shadow Pokemon that I want to use, but they has that useless move frustration on it, I actually go through and I make a folder of every Pokemon that knows that move, so that way I know when the event time starts, I can go through and just quickly, just rapid fire TM that move off of the Pokemon. And with that said, keep in mind that once the event is over, you're going to have to wait until the next Team Go Rocket Takeover event to TM frustration off. So do not forget to take advantage of the 6 days you have to take care of this. And honestly, this event just keeps getting better. Last year, we saved Shadow Kyogre from Giovanni, and a lot of us got terrible ones. I know, and I'm on X, I've seen the comments, but this is our chance for redemption. Shadow Kyogre comes to 5-star Shadow Raid starting on Saturday, August 16th at 6 a.m. and will be available until Sunday, August 17th at 10 p.m. Sadly, I personally won't have as much time to grind this as I would have liked, since I'm going to be going to a Pokemon card show that weekend, possibly with the video. Shameless plug. But I do want to try and get at least one Shadow Shiny for the collection. Shadow Kyogre is just absolutely busted. It is the 3rd best water type in the entire game, behind just Primal Kyogre and Mega Swampert. So this one is definitely worth a grind if you have a group one to help you take it down. And plus, as we know, they've allowed Shadow Raids to be remotable. So you no longer have to hope that you have a big enough or strong enough community to help you out. You can raid anywhere, anytime, these Shadow Raids. So this is just absolutely incredible. I don't think there's going to be an increase in the daily remote pass limit. But even if you're able to do 20 remote raids during the event, that's still absolutely huge. But yeah, definitely one that is 100% worth grinding. And because Kyogre is a pure water type, it's only going to have 2 weaknesses, grass and electric types. So the best options to bring to the table will be Mega Sceptile, bring that Mega Venusaur, Mega Rayquaza, just because it has such a high DPS, is going to be very helpful. Kartana, Zekrom, Zarude, Shadow Raikou, along with as many purified gems as you can possibly carry, since I don't think any of us want to see it in raids for too long. There will also be a shake up to 1- and 3-star Shadow Raids. 1-star raids will include Bellsprout, Aipom, Teddiursa, and Seedot. 3-star Shadow Raids will feature Girafarig, Absol, and Whirlipede. And just something to note, Pokemon caught in 1- and 3-star Shadow Raids will actually have a wider variance in their IVs, which is especially good if you're a PvP player. You want a bigger stat spread because you want a low attack and high defense and HP. Field research tasks during the event will include defeating grunts to acquire extra mysterious components so you can get those rocket radars even faster, and purifying the Pokemon will grant you TMs. Again, use these to get rid of frustration. There will be a collection challenge which will give you XP and a free rocket radar upon completion. And while this event is technically completely free to play, there's not even paid timed research that you can buy in addition to this. You can still enhance your gameplay experience in some way by visiting the web store and getting your hands on the Team Go Rocket box. For $9.99, you'll get 7 rocket radars, 7 premium battle passes, 7 ultra balls, and 7 silver pen-up berries. Now, if you were to break it down piece by piece, that value is roughly $21. Each rocket radar is $2 a piece. If you're to buy the premium battle passes individually, they're $1 a piece. I really don't know like objectively how much Ultra Balls are in the pineapple berries are listed for, because I don't think they really sell those, so I really don't know what value to put on them. But if you were to take the 2 heavy hitter items in that box and break it down, you're getting $21 worth of value for half that price. As I always say, if you're a free-to-play player, you can still go out and have a great time with this event. But if you're a pay-to-play player, I just want to show you that that option is available, and it's actually a really good deal if that matches your personal style of play or preferences. It will be available to purchase anytime during the event, but once the event hours are completed, that's it. You'll no longer be able to get it from the web store. Then on Tuesday, August 12th, starting at 4 p.m. EDT and running through Tuesday the 19th at 4 p.m. EDT will be the return of the 3 flagship PvP formats. No limited cups, no holds barred. You just pick your best team for whatever format you like and just have at it. Whenever discussing PvP, I always want to shout out the best resource available online as pvppokey.com, where you can see rankings, matchups, the best movesets for each Pokemon, and you can use their really cool team builder feature, which helps you refine your strategy. Now, I was always interested in PvP, but I just never seemed to be really good at it, so from there I was kind of tentative to get into it too much. Then I started using their website, and now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be invited to Worlds anytime soon, but my win-to-loss ratio has significantly improved, and my enjoyment in that feature has increased tenfold. So shout out to them, and as always, that website will be linked in the description below. Please, I encourage you all, if you have any interest in PvP in any way, check them out. Also on Tuesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. we have plus and minus Spotlight Hour. The event bonus this time around will be 2 times catch XP, so drop a lucky egg or 2, use an incense, go to a public place that has a high concentration of Pokestops, use Special Rend, drop a Meltdown box, give me a gold coin bag, do whatever you can to get as many encounters as humanly possible and try to hit those excellent throws, because that's 1,000 free XP base for an excellent throw, so you're looking at 2,000 without a lucky egg, 4,000 with a lucky egg. So huge potential for some serious XP gains. So you've been watching this and going, Cap, I'm already level 50. You're level 50. Why do you care about XP so much? I'm glad you may or may not have asked. So data miners have all but confirmed that level 60 is coming to the game sometime in the near future. Frankly, I think it's kind of overdue. Some people don't feel that way. Regardless of where you stand on it, level 60 is coming to the game. And while we wait for that, any XP you gain can still be rolled over to make progress towards the next levels. Depending on when each video is released, I may already have a full breakdown talking about the level cap increase, like what impacts it can have on the game, what can we expect, what can we hope to expect, what changes can possibly be coming, how much XP we're talking about getting to get to the next level, or the next 10 levels technically. If it is currently out, check out the card in the top right hand corner to see a full breakdown in my analysis of the level cap increase coming to Pokemon Go. And if it isn't released by the time you're watching this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel with notifications on so you don't miss it when it does become available. Shameless plug. Then on Wednesday, August 13th from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. will be Ho-Oh Raid Hour. As always, nearly every gym will have raids available without cooldowns, so you can get roughly 2 raids per gym per hour. And finally, from Friday, August 15th at 10 a.m. through Sunday, August 17th at 8 p.m. will be the 2025 Pokémon World Championships Celebration. And honestly, this one looks like a lot of fun. It usually is. Bonuses will include up to 5 special trades per day, additional Pokemon encounters along the GBL rewards track, and an increased chance of encountering shiny Pikachu wearing a varsity jacket. Now, people love costume Pokemon, and I think this one will be pretty well sought after. Feel free to tune into the official Twitch streams for Pokemon Go to see all of the action, and as a bonus, during the broadcast, they will be displaying a code for a free avatar item to commemorate the festivities. All this week, GBL will feature a new arena and new background music, so the battles will feel more like you're taking down Raihan in a gym setting instead of fighting youngster Mikey on the side of the road. During the 3-day event, you will get 4 times Stardust from wins. Of course, unfortunately, that would not include the end of set rewards. The number of sets you can complete a day will go from 5 to 20 for a total of 100 battles per day. And if you're like me and you're struggling to get Stardust, PvP is one of the easiest ways to stockpile dust, and this event will definitely help you out there. Free battle-themed timed research will be available, and a lot of the times the tasks are pretty simple or straightforward, like using super effective charge moves, completing X number of battles, and the rewards will include avatar items. I'm assuming there'll also be other things like dust and XP, but the only thing listed that I saw specifically was avatar items. And the Pokemon encountered in the GBL rewards track will have a wider variance of IVs. We talked about this earlier. That's going to be super useful to have a better chance of getting a low attack stat. You want low attack, high defense, and high stamina for Great and Ultra League, where you're capped out on how powerful or how strong your Pokemon can be. Wild spawns will include female Nidoran, Mankey, Meryl, Paldean Wooper, Spoink, Inkay, Rookidee, and Fuecoco. And rare spawns will be Malfrillish and Vullaby. Every spawn that I just listed can be shiny, so if you're a shiny hunter, there you go. In 1-star raids, we'll have Pikachu wearing the varsity jacket and Honedge. And in 3-star raids, we'll have Lapras, Dusclops, and Diggersby. Now, of those 5 Pokemon in raids, only Lapras and Pikachu will be shiny eligible. And like I mentioned earlier, the constant Pikachu will have boosted shiny odds even in the raids. Field research tasks will reward you with encounters with Meryl, Paldean Wooper, Honedge, and Custom Pikachu. So if you're sitting there wondering, oh my God, is this thing going to be a pay-to-play feature, or is it going to be hidden behind some kind of paywall like a raid? No, you can actually get Pikachu by completing field research tasks. So it's not going to be locked behind a more pay-to-play feature. And speaking of pay-to-play features, there will be a paid timed research event ticket if you wish to go just a little bit harder during the event. For $5, you will be rewarded with the Premium Battle Pass, 25,000 Stardust, and encounters with the following Pokemon: Lickitung, Lapras, Azumarill, Sableye, Swalot, Claydol, Carbink, Guzzlord, and Lokex. If you do wish to purchase this ticket, be advised that it is timed, so all tasks and all rewards must be completed by the end of the event at 8 p.m. on Sunday. And with any GBL-centric event, some Pokemon can learn legacy moves. Lapras will know Ice Beam, any Mankey evolved into Primeape will learn Rage Fist, any Primeape evolved into Annihilate will also learn Rage Fist, and any Paldean Wooper evolved into Clodsire will learn Mega Horn. All these moves are super helpful in PvP. In the in-game shop, you can purchase avatar items and special boxes. The Go Battle Weekend Ultra Ticket Box goes for $4.99 and will give you the event ticket, which is roughly $5 as well, but you'll also get an extra Premium Battle Pass. So if you planned on buying the research ticket, this is your better option, since you're getting an additional 20% worth of value. And for the high rollers out there who really want to optimize their movesets on their PvP Pokemon or their raid attackers, you can purchase the TM Elite Master Box, which will feature 2 Elite Fast TMs, 2 Elite Charge TMs, 6 Fast TMs, and 6 Charge TMs. Okay guys, that wraps up for me. Are you excited about this week coming up? What has you most excited? Is it the GBL event we just talked about? Is it the Rocket Takeover event? Whatever it is, whatever has you itching to pick up your phone and get back on that grind, I want to hear about it. So I went ahead and pinned that question of the day in the comments below to get the conversation started. Now last week we saw our biggest engagement for a weekly update video, and I really want to keep that momentum going as our community just continues to grow. So be sure to like this video, as it is the easiest way to support this channel. It's completely free and it lets YouTube know to keep putting our content in front of more Pokemon fans just like yourselves. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, be safe.